Jamaican people, are you me come about? ELI, Rastafari, Jew, dreadlocks. Jamaican people, me I beg you, please shake the Prime Minister hand, man and woman. Please shake the Prime Minister's hand. He's not a creature. He's not a demon. He's not a monster. He just happens to disagree with you, okay? Or she happens to disagree with you. That does not mean you cannot shake their hand, okay? Even if the Prime Minister was a man, them men there, they're still human. As long as you know yourself, you don't agree with them. Be confident, We cannot afford to be so ignorant and savage and vagabond. So I want to say something on the subject of Jamaica that is going to be very revolutionary. This is the very first time you ever heard anybody propose such a mountain-moving, audacious proposal, idea, true talk, real talk. In Jamaica here, this June 2025, 2000 years and 25, no single human citizen person in Jamaica can tell me the real ideological difference between the political parties, between Jamaican Labour Party and PNP, People's National Party. Right now, the ideological differences have kind of collapsed and fused into one another. It's just one party saying the other party is corrupt, and the other party saying them two bad mind. All the while, that go on. Before time, it used to be capitalism and socialism, capitalism and communism. Okay. Them things, they're not there again. Okay, those things have vanished. Okay. So, here what now. This is my proposal. We want to delete the two political parties in Jamaica because the two of them are one big sound clash, and I man don't like sound clash no more again. I have fight against sound clash business, and I want to destroy the economic fundamental structure mechanisms of sound clash business. Okay, the dub plate business. I want to destroy all of that because it creates confusion, division, and it wastes the youth them time. Okay, sound clash business. I want big idiot something. Okay, they use why black people alone? Why black people music alone have sound clash? Why is only black people's music have sound clash? Why? Why rap music have rap battles and dancehall music have sound clash? It's a real war. People take it. You think it's a sport? It's how it starts, and then it becomes a real war. The youth them don't have no scent again. The people of today don't make no scent. So I want to delete sound clash business and these political parties. So what we're going to do in the place of how it's going to work. Now, I don't like to talk problem. I don't talk the solution. I'm going to give you the problem, which is the two political parties in Jamaica here, and then I'm going to give you the solution. We're ready for this solution. In Jamaica here, no more Labour and PNP are just one brotherhood. Tell Mr. Vegas we don't need no politics. Tell Mr. Vegas we don't need no politics. I do. Dig it down. I do that. I do that. We need a peer review mechanism. Every year it a change. We need a government in place. Government run the show. And then we need checks and balance. Two group is going to call peer review mechanism, Every year it a switch up. Who not like the government going to switch up and become the balance and the checks of the government. Every year it a switch. And people can move in and out. No more green and orange. How you feel about that? I'm going to call this peer review mechanism, which is what them have in Southern Africa. It's a peer review, say which government more corrupt than which government have performed corruption over the year. So every year, the checks and balance going to become the government. And next year coming, maybe 2 years, and the next year, 2 years coming, maybe 3 years, whichever time period, the term of one government, okay, we the people going to decide upon that, okay. Then after your term is due as government, you're going to become the checks and balance. So the people in the government going to, if they rebel and become acrimonious to the government, them going to join the checks and balance. And the people from checks and balance, if they agree with the government, they move in and switch up and become part of the government. So if you become dissident to the government, you join the checks and balance. And if you become a dissident to the checks and balance, you're going in to join the government. So we have a population, see, it's a natural phenomenon where the majority will get to have the most say. How you feel about that? I call this peer review mechanism. No more political parties, are just government in place, not in power, and the checks and balance group, you know. No more sound clash now go keep. For instance, Mr. Vegas going to be my icon, my dancehall hero, and going to be my friend again, politically speaking. Because right now, boy, Mr. Vegas, I don't agree, because you're not seeing what we are seeing. And that I go on each and every crevices and corner in Jamaica here. The other person say you're not seeing what I'm seeing. And most of the time, him just disagree with the other side just because him there on one side in our neighborhood. I just neighborhood something, you know. A area something, and a influence something, and a big sound class something. I go on, but yeah. Them thing they fi done new time this year, and the whole world needs to adopt this peer review mechanism I'm proposing here and now. Yeah, because in Jamaica there is no real ideological difference between the political parties, let me tell you. And Mr. Man, wanna start from this brother, and I tell him say he might insult we ancestors over the years. Because black people, I don't believe black people are that stupid to know it was an act, it was a prop, it just didn't look good, and he apologized for that. By the way, Icon, my Icon, me love, you know, oh gosh, man, me love Icon, you know, people. Oh gosh, but Icon, him a move. I don't know, him is hypnotized, or him is a cult. It is deep in the brain, you know, him can't get out of that. You know, whoa, Mr. Man, insult our ancestors. I say, Bridget, they are not your ancestors alone. They are our ancestors too. You know, one time I go to Jamaica, I sit in my hotel room in Montego Bay and I watch the ocean, you know, I say, oh, our ancestors came by that ocean. And I sit in the hotel and I see people, very tiny people way over there, so in Jamaica. And I say, let me walk up there to see what's going on. And I see women, older women, they are picking seaweed, and I help them to pick up the seaweed. Look here. These are not your ancestors alone here, Mr. Man, and stop insult the brother. He is a Jamaican, and he is proud, and he is part of our heritage. Them think they stop here, Rasta, and stop divide the people, and I talk about according to my anonymous source, because right now government will come down hard about this anonymous source. You're supposed to disclose this anonymous source here, Rasta. And according to the information, you're supposed to disclose this information. Yes, sir. All right, them thing. And government, please stop people from predictions of people dead. Somebody going to dead by year such and such and date such and such. Them think they stop government. May I beg you know, and our people stop from making predictions about people dead and people life and situations. And government fi stop young people from jump on stage with John Crow and goat, and I look likes and views like a mental. Let me tell you, young people, if you no cannot control on yourself, government going to come in with nice abatement, hard brawling, 15 years for go on court. I saw bro get law, stay 15 years for go on court and meet your maker, bro get. Don't say that. Him set the foundation, young people. Me gone.